Where's your house? Where's your room? Follow the house map.
Me?
Oh, Charles.
So have you traveled anywhere before coming to China?
The States, United States,
United States.
but that's not really, it's the States. So it's not really anything worth mentioning.
So this will be your first time traveling internationally.
Anywhere else in the world aside from North America, yes.
So what are your first impressions of China?
It's very pretty. I like it, like, a lot. I'm not gonna say it's not what I was expecting, but it's definitely not what I was expecting.
Alright.
Everything I knew about China was through films, so I had a very falsified vision, like whether it was like a movie about the 17th century or like, mid 50s to 60s kind of. I really didn't know what to expect.
No policemen dual-wielding pistols?
No.
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 Not everybody here knows Kung Fu.
Yeah.
What are some of the immediate cultural differences you've seen since being here?
So far, just mainly the toilets.
Mainly the toilets. Can you explain the toilets to me?
Well, versus this normal sit-down toilets, which they do have here. I mean, seeing the ones on the floor was kind of different, where you just squat and go.
What do you mean ones on the floor?
They're like porcelain holes in the floor, and you just squat over them, do your business, and keep going with your day. It's different. I haven't seen anything mainly too much different yet. So I'm hoping to kind of see what else there is.
So what are you expecting to get out personally from the program?
Insight, worldview, see something different come into it with new understanding.
Can you expand on that?
Well, hopefully learning the language, seeing a lot of China that most people will never get to see, have stories for them, experience things that a lot of people will never get to experience. I get to see a part of the world that otherwise I would have never gone to. I get to learn about a culture I otherwise would have never gotten any insight to.
Now, how did you find out about the program?
I saw a link. It was like, CIMEC, see the world, see different perspective of China, and I was like, hey, that sounds cool. And then somebody recommended that the program is actually, fairly reliable, and I was like, okay, I'll look into it. And then one thing led to another, and it was okay.
Had this person spent time with the program before?
Yes, they had told me about their experience working with the family, and they said they enjoyed it a lot, and they got a lot out of it. Let's see, I found out about it in November. That led me to getting everything done to get my passport ready. So December was sort of spent running around getting my passport done. Once the passport was ready, I had to look into the visa. I had to look into getting everything I needed to get the visa. So there was a long process in between December, January there, where I had to do a lot of just running around, making sure I had everything. A lot of research was done to see all the documentation I would need. I had to update my driver's license. And then February was... February, March. March was probably more when I started actually getting the paperwork together. Once I had all the paperwork together and signed towards the end of March, I finally just sent it all off, had all the stuff I needed by early April. And that was when I had all the CIMEC forms signed, sent, received, printed.
How was your first meeting with the family? With Ryan, right?
With Ryan over Skype? It was good. There was a bit of a choppy connection that day, but we managed to get through. We could hear each other fine. He was really nice, you know, he sounded like someone that I was going to enjoy doing the program with.
Excellent.
We had a lot in common, a lot of equal ground.
Now you had some visa problems.
Yes.
Yes. Can you explain kind of what happened there?
Just miscommunication.
Miscommunication.
You know, I went in, she didn't quite understand me, and I think I may have just not been clear enough. And it was nobody's fault, like it was just, it happens. And once we got it cleared up, I spoke to CIMEC, they spoke to her, they got the problem solved. She told me everything would be fine. They told me everything would be fine, they being CIMEC. And then it was cleared up, I had a visa that could get me into the country, and everything's been worked out from there, so.
Excellent.
I have no bad feelings, she was just doing her job. Things happen.